Welcome to This Is Where It's At podcast. I'm your host, El Jefe, and I got my right hand, my partner, Shelly Baby. So subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up button because we know you like the videos, of course. Man, I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is crazy.
What's crazy?
I got this letter. Crazy letter.
That letter, okay.
That letter. Thank y'all for tuning in to This Is Where It's At podcast. As you know, I am El Jefe, your host, and my co-host,
Shelly Baby,
in the house. This letter that I'm looking at, and also Shelly's looking at, it's really strange. It's one of those letters that make you go, damn, wow. She can't be serious, right? Shelly.
Yes.
Can you please read this letter to everybody? Please.
Sure. She says, I feel like I made a huge mistake.
Oh boy.
I was with a good man. He was loyal, dependable, honest, hardworking, thoughtful, family-oriented, but had I'm putting emphasis on this, had no communication skills.
No communication skills.
He couldn't hold a conversation for nothing. She said, I got tired of feeling alone, so I left him for a man who knew how to talk to me.
What? Okay.
Part. She said he's trash.
He's trash.
Yeah, he's a compulsive liar. He's manipulative. He's controlling. He has extreme mommy issues, womanizer, temper, etc. Now the good man doesn't want to talk to her. And now she says she's starting to see that it's him that I need in my life. Yeah, that she needs in her life.
She wanted the guy that did not have good communication skills to be out.
Right.
But she wanted the guy originally that she was with. Now, go ahead and read the rest of it.
So she just wants to know. She was like, do y'all think it's too late? And how can I get him back? She said, I want nothing to do with the other guy because he's toxic.
Man, it's too late. See, first of all, why do people think the grass is always greener on the other side?
Because people think the grass is greener on the other side.
And it's not. It's not.
Right.
You know? So, she feels like the guy is, you know what? It's always the person that's like nice and cool, don't cause no problem. Always get the bad end of the stick because they aren't as outgoing as the other person that person might have wanted. So she wanted that guy. She told, leave me alone. I don't want to be with you anymore. You was with a good man, a loyal, dependable, honest, hardworking, thoughtful, family-oriented guy. But he had no communication skills. But why couldn't you teach him how to communicate with you? But instead, you got rid of him to get with someone else that didn't value you. But now, you're wanting the guy that you dumped back because the other guy is not the person you thought he was going to be. Nah, it's too late. It's too late for you.
He said, nah.
It's too late. Because I'm saying, if it was me, I wouldn't want you back. Just knowing the type of person you are. I mean, that already says a lot about you already.
Right.
That already tells everybody a lot about her. So
yeah, because those qualities that she mentioned are like excellent core qualities that anyone can have. Like, to be loyal. I mean, you can't even, come on.
Yeah, but my thing is this here. If you're going to leave somebody because they don't have good communication skills, but they're skilled in all the other areas, isn't that something that you can work with?
I mean, I could say possibly, but then sometimes not necessarily, because if that was the deal breaker for her, that he didn't have great communication skills, if that was considered a deal breaker for her, then it is what it is. Accepting her back or trying to go back to a man that she already felt like, okay, well, you know what, he has all of these other qualities, but he doesn't communicate well. I mean, he's still going to be the same person that doesn't communicate well.
But that's my point. She's realizing that it's workable.
Or here's the thing. He may communicate, but she just may not be interested in anything that he has to say. You understand that sometimes, a person can just be like, you know what, I feel like I communicate, because he might feel like he communicates pretty well.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And he might to somebody else, just not to her, because what he's, talking about or whatever his interests are may not be of interest to her. So he's still going to be the same person.
Mm-hmm.
So in my opinion, I feel as though, she may have taken a good man for granted, but then at the same token, trying to go back to somebody who she says doesn't have great communication skills. I mean, what is that going to change because, she wants to go back? I mean, he's still going to be the same person.
But it's like this here. If you want people to change, you have to initiate the change too. You can't just bail out because of one little thing. We can work on communicating.
Yeah.
Communication can be worked on. He had all of the other things she required or that she'd like besides communicating. But the thing is, if you're realizing now that you have someone that's been lying to you and that's been treating you all type of ways and you're wanting to go back, that means that person was workable. Like, she could have worked with him and made things right. But she chose, because whatever the second guy might have had in her face, I don't know what it was, but it was something that drove her to him.
No, she said that the other guy, the new guy, communicated very well. So, but she left the old guy, for the new guy that she felt communicated very well. So what I'm saying is, in my opinion, okay, he might have been a great communicator, but he might have been a BS artist. I mean, sometimes those are the ones that do communicate very well. I mean, I'm just being honest.
Yeah, that's just how it is. I mean, he can talk his way into getting what he wants from her.
Exactly. Exactly.
And talk his way out of things.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is, how can I get him back? Is what she's asking.
I think she needs to, take this as a lesson and keep it pushing. Because, again, she thinks she wants him back because she got with someone that wasn't really what she was wanting.
Right.
And so now she wants to go back to what she had. But see, here's the thing, once again, I say, and I'm going to reiterate, she wants him back, but he still is lacking in the communication department. So it sounds to me like she would still have an issue. If that was the deal breaker initially, she's still going to have an issue.
Yeah. And guys like that, he probably don't even want her back. Because if he was doing all the other things right and she left him for that reason, he's not going to want her back.
He probably was like, that's what you get.
Yeah. You're not gonna come fall back on me because it didn't work out. He probably begged her not to leave.
Right, and so you got to be careful about that too, because sometimes people will accept you back. Sometimes if you walk away or if you dump them or whatever case, sometimes they'll accept you back. But when they do it, there's some type of motive behind it.
Yeah.
You'll be like, all right, so you didn't want me at first, but now you do. I'm gonna make you work hard for it, and then. Now I'm going to dump you. I'm going to walk away.
Or make you do all that work And still not want you.
And still not want you. Exactly.
So you did all that trying to get back with me, and I'm not going to want you.
Right.
Just to teach you a lesson.
Exactly.
You hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. Right?
Right. The respect level is gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. So, baby girl, just hang it up. It's over. He don't want you no more. He's not gonna want you ever, because you hurt him. I feel hurt for the brother. You know what I'm saying? Shit. You stopped dealing with me because of communicating. Wow. You could have just said, hey, El Jefe, can we just talk a little bit more? Can we find things to talk about? All we do is this, that, and this, but we don't communicate often. I'm gonna be like, okay, well, you know what? I'll try to work on that. But some people don't have sense enough to say, hey, let me just talk to this person. They always, some women, y'all don't get mad at me when I say this either, but it's right, it's true. So all y'all women out there, they say that women always have a backup. So
I think that's what they say about men, but
But I'm just saying, in this scenario here, because all of a sudden you meet somebody else thinking they had all the qualities you wanted. So therefore, you've already had to have been with somebody to just leave the first brother alone, right? Now you want him back. So they already told me that you was messing with the second guy while you were already with the first guy.
not necessarily.
I'm just saying. I'm just looking at.
Sometimes these women, whatever, they just have pull like that. Just like some men. Some men just have pull.
Yeah, you got pull, but that means you already been spoken.
She didn't indicate in the text or whatever. She didn't indicate that.
But she didn't. But if you think about it, why would you leave somebody for someone else if you already didn't have that person in mind? Because if there was already space in between this guy and me meeting the new guy, then she would have already known that the new guy wasn't the right guy for her. She wouldn't even give the guy the time of day. So
because I see that part where she said, "I got tired of feeling alone."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Alone? See, that's the part I'm trying to figure out. Why was she feeling alone? I mean, because he was bringing all this other stuff to the table. So he just, I don't know, like alone meaning like he just
but
never talked to her.
And then what you got to understand too is on what level wasn't he communicating with her? He might have been communicating, but it might not have been the level of communicating she was on.
Well, that's what I was saying.
Like
maybe he did talk. It didn't sound like he was a mute. You know what I mean? Like he. So.
But some people don't like when you're dating somebody. Some people like talking about one thing, and the other person don't like to indulge in that type of conversation because, like, gossips. Men don't gossip. Well, at least the ones I know. Men don't gossip. Women like to gossip. Women like talking about, going shopping and doing all these other things. But some guys just go to work and come home and just want to relax and just chill.
Well, I don't really like to gossip. Sorry. I don't like to gossip. But I will say, like I said earlier, maybe he was talking, but whatever he was talking about was of no interest to her.
Right.
Or maybe what she was talking about was of no interest to him.
That's true too.
For them to have that kind of, healthy dialogue or whatever. So that's why I say what I say. I mean, sometimes you just got to chump it up. I mean, he might have had those other qualities, which were great qualities. But at the end of the day, if him not being able to communicate well enough for her was a deal breaker, I mean, it's still, ultimately, it's still going to be a deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's just one of those things. It's like somebody walking away from you because, I don't know, because you look a certain way, but you can't help this. This is how you look.
Man, I'm going to say it like this, Shelly, baby. The girl thought he was boring. I'm just going to put it out there. You thought your first dude was boring.
Uh-huh.
He was the ideal man that you wanted, but you still wanted something that was still wild out there. You wanted to go chase behind somebody that probably other women wanted, and that guy was giving you attention. So you wanted to see if you still had it because you was bored at home from a good guy, dependable, loyal, honest, hardworking, thoughtful, family-oriented guy. I mean, why would you leave that guy anyway, even if it was communication issues? That's something that can be worked. It's like me. If I'm with somebody, a female, and she don't communicate like the way I do, then I'm gonna stick it out. We're gonna work it out some way. But
sometimes that can work if both parties are willing. But here's the thing: we don't know. It didn't specify in her text that she tried to, get him to communicate more or anything like that.
No, because she left for the second guy. She left that guy for the second guy. That's what happened. She left him. She thought she was going to get a grass that was greener. She thought she was going to take a skip, hop, and a jump on the other side to get a greener grass. That's all she did. You did him dirty. He's mad. I'm mad. We don't want you back. We don't want you back.
Are you saying she's for the street? Are you saying she's for the street? Come on now. Is that what you're saying? She's for the street?
She is for the streets.
Obviously, what she got met up with is not what she wanted.
Nope.
But that's a lesson. That's all it is. That's how I look at it. It's just a life lesson. I mean, when she decides to want to go back to the guy or if he takes her back. Me personally, I feel like, she just be like, all right, neither one of them was for her. Sometimes it's just what it is. Everybody that you meet, regardless of the good qualities that they bring to the table, sometimes it's not always about having a relationship with that person.
That's true. That's very true.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like, okay, guy number one, although he had those great qualities, okay, obviously him lacking in the communication department was deal breaker. All right, still gonna be a deal breaker.
Right.
All right. Second thing, the guy, number two, all right, he was a compulsive liar. He was a womanizer. He had mommy issues and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, he wasn't right for her either. It's time to collect all the data. Yeah, collect all the data that she, that she accumulated with those two guys and figure out what it is that she really wants. And just be patient. It is what it is. Just be patient.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just a lesson for her.
That's all it was.
And guy number one, I wouldn't take her back. No.
Yeah.
Because obviously she wasn't the right one for him either.
Right.
Sometimes people are afraid of being alone. Sometimes you just got to be by yourself for a while. Find out what it is that you really want. A lot of times people don't even know what they want.
Exactly. Take that L. I normally don't call L as a loss, but in this situation, it's a loss and a lesson.
Right.
It's a loss and a lesson for her.
Right.
So, baby girl, he don't want you no more. So move on. Just take it as a lesson and loss. And the dude number two, he did you that way because you know what? It's karma. It's karma coming back at you. You thought you had something better, and it turned out not to be better.
Yeah, that sounded like instant karma right there. But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
What is it they say? You don't deserve someone who comes back.
Ooh.
You deserve someone who never leaves.
Ooh.
So that's for.
Hey, Shelly, baby, say that one more time. Say that one more time. They didn't hear you. Hold on. Matter of fact, everybody in the back, be quiet. Y'all be quiet. Y'all be quiet.
I said for man number one, you don't deserve someone who comes back. You deserve someone who never leaves.
Never leave. You don't deserve someone who left that wants to come back. You deserve somebody that came and don't want to leave you. Ooh, Lord. Y'all take note because that was really good. But yeah, that was a pretty good letter. Whoever you are, I'm not going to call your name, Miss Anonymous. But that's what we had to say. We had to say that, and it is what it is. Take the lesson, take the loss, move on. So, thank y'all for tuning in to This Is Where's That podcast. I am El Jefe, and I have my co-host,
Shelly Baby.
and we're signing out.
Peace.